Hi Aquarius, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be seeing what's coming in for you for November 2025. We're going to be going over love and career. This is a timeless reading though, so whenever you find this reading is when you're supposed to see it. It will be from November 2025 to the end of the year. We will be using my De La Nuit Oracle deck and my Tarot De La Nuit Tarot deck. So let's go ahead and get started. If you would like a personal reading, check out the description box below. There you'll find access to all my socials, including my Patreon. I do bonus readings on there, extended readings, and you will automatically get a mini personal reading when you join as a member. It's only $10 a month, and your name will be added to my name deck, which I will be using at the end of each YouTube reading. So if you're interested in that, check that out. And let's begin. Spirit, what's coming in for Aquarius Collective when it comes to their money and career? Finances in general. What's coming in for the Aquarius Collective? This is very similar to one of the readings I just did. Are there any other cards for this reading? This is really giving me the sense of like the unknown on what's to come. I do want to read Hansel and Gretel. See, it's 12. It says cleverness and solidarity are required. You have to be smart and cunning for you're in the middle of a tricky situation. But you also have to rely on others, for you'll need all the support you can get. Union is key. 4 hands are better than 2. 2 brains are better than 1. Being not alone can be your strength on this matter, to find your right partner and together throw the ugly witches away. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I feel like right now you're in a time of reflection on what's best for you. When it comes to your career, I feel like there is a pause, a reflection. The Snow Queen is reminding me of like freeze, you know? I feel like you just don't belong where you are at this moment in time, and you're looking to expand your skill set, your career into something more positive for you. I feel right now you kind of feel trapped in a way. You feel like there's nothing more to gain from where you're at. It might even be like a negative like work environment. So I feel like you are looking out to the horizons to see what else is out there at this moment in time. They are saying be careful because sometimes things might look like they're sweet and they're actually not. There's sometimes a catch that follows with it. So just be cautious on that. Also, they're bringing it up on like, even though like something seems like an easy easy job, something that is easy for you to do, doesn't mean you should go for it, because there is something hidden inside that's not so easy. It's reminding me of the house on Hansel and Gretel. It's reminding me of like the sugar on the outside looks all great and stuff until they get on the inside where there's a witch, and the witch actually consumes them. So it's kind of like, it looks like a great idea and it's fast and easy, but it's not in your best interest. And I feel like you know that. I feel like it's better to keep looking instead of just accepting, going the easy way around it, just accepting what you got. So this might be somebody who's looking to get a new career. Okay, let's see. Tarot for this, please. Yeah, you want to start over new, something new. It's delaying. It's being delayed though at first, but it looks like once you like pause and reflect, I feel like this is what the Mercury retrograde is doing right now. I feel like you're pausing, you're reflecting about what you really want in life, and then after you make that decision, you're going to go forward towards it. It's giving you that mental mindset that you need to change your circumstance. Right now, you just don't feel happy where you're at. It's not fulfilling. And you're really pausing and reflecting to see like what you need to do to get out of this reverse lovers. It's like you're just not happy and you want to be happy. You want to find something that like feeds your soul. But where you're at right now just doesn't. But right, I feel it is at a turning point. So it's kind of like when Snow White, she runs away from the evil queen. That's when her whole life starts to change. At first, it's like really scary because she's running through the woods and stuff, and you know she sees all these like monster shadows and things like that. But in reality, there's other people that are being put on her path. In this case, for her, it was animals being put in onto her path to guide her to where like the dwarves are, to like lead her to her happy ending. Spirit is guiding other people onto your path at this moment in time to help you get to where you need to go. Yeah, they want you to go into the sun. They want you to feel that warmth. They are reminding me about the beast. They're reminding me about how the beast went from being cold and like heartless and all this, but underneath, he just wasn't happy with his circumstance, and he was wanting love, and he was wanting to fix everything. He had learned a very important lesson in his story. But at the end, once the curse was broken, once he was set free, he was able to feel that warmth, and everything came back to his kingdom. Like the sun was shining and everything was just renewed and all that. And I feel like that's what you're wanting. I feel like you've just been dealing with crap for a while now and you don't want to deal with it anymore. You want to feel the sun. You want everything to be renewed. You want that happiness to shine on you. Remind you, this is all when it comes to career, okay? Yeah, a change is definitely needing to be made. Notice like with Dorothy, there was a tornado that took her to Oz, okay, and it was at first it was like chaos and destruction, and like she was literally being uprooted from her life and put into Oz. That's what death is about. Death is all about change, and sometimes at first it doesn't feel so pretty. Sometimes at first it's very scary, just like with Snow White, like her running into the forest, running into those shadows. She's like, oh man, this is really scary, but then she found out that they were animals are there to help her, you know. Change might feel like it's really scary at first, but it's actually going to lead you to this happily ever after that you're wanting. The rainbow, you know, they're showing me 10 of Cups. They're saying that you're going to be able to take off that mask that you've been hiding, because you've been hiding how you're feeling about this whole situation. You've been hiding it. So you're finally going to be able to like take off that mask. Find Five of Wands. So I do feel like there's people that you can talk to try to get out of this situation. I feel like there are people that can help guide you that you may not know right now. Yeah, karmic wheel. So everything is starting to change for you. You might even have conflict at work, the work environment. Um, so this is interesting. Yeah, change is coming, new is coming. But notice the Chariot and Temperance. It can either come in fast or it can come in slow. It really depends on you. That's why it's important to pause and reflect right now. Feel that grief that you're feeling so that you can actually make that change, because that's going to lead you to your breakthrough. Um, but it's really, yeah, it's really important for you to pause and reflect. That way you can get this ball rolling, so you can make these changes that need to be made. Yeah, and that's going to lead you to this new happy this new happy chapter. Um, you wanted something that you were in love with, that you were passionate about, and this, when this popped out, the Lover's card, it popped up upside down. That means you weren't in that energy, but you're turning it into that energy by actually going towards the sun, towards the warmth, and out of this crap that you were in prior. So once you have this breakthrough, it's going to lead you to this new revolution on like what path you should take next in order for you to reach that ultimate happiness that you're searching for. Yeah, see, King of Cups is all about emotions. Yeah, you're going to be extremely happy with your choices going forward. Making this change, you need to follow your intuition on what brings you happiness. Only you know, only you can guide yourself in that direction. There are people out there that can help you, of course. However, you have to do the action in order to move forward. Again, making that decision. Two of Swords is about making a decision, making a choice on what you want to do. The Hermit is about going within, trying to figure out what you really want to do, what you want to bring into your life, what speaks to your soul. They're saying soul recognition. You have to walk away from something first in order for you to start this new beginning. So it is encouraging you to end your old situation, your old job, so that you can start something new. They want you to be very logical about the situation. They're saying when you do decide to quit whatever job that you are unhappy with, they want you to make sure you go through all the steps, like have another job lined up before you quit. Also give your 2 weeks notice. Just be logical, be moral about this whole situation. That way, like, it covers your butt in the long run. It makes your record look good for future employers. Yeah. So once you make this breakthrough and realize what you really want, making this change is really going to help heal you, and you're going to be in a better standing. You're going to be so much happier. Might take a little bit to get everything in order, I guess, is the best way to put it. It might take a little while for you to get everything in order. You might do feel like you are bored with this old job. It is showing me bored, like you being bored. You also might be like penny pinching too. You're not going to have to deal with that anymore. They want you to take this step and be like excited about this new abundant beginning coming in for you. After everything that you've been through, you're still strong and it was for a purpose. It was something that you had asked to learn before you came down to earth. And now they want you to move forward in all the knowledge that you do have. You have a lot of opportunities that are ahead of you. I don't think you realize that just yet. And all of these, well, I can't say all of them, but there's a good majority of them that are going to actually lead you to being a King of Pentacles. It's all about you exploring and seeing what leads where. Can you tell me more about this Five of Pentacles and the Moon? I feel like you're scared that like you're not going to make money. If you go into a new position, you're not going to make money. Yeah, this is your fear from old wounds. I kind of get the feeling that maybe like you remember how it was starting at the beginning of a job and how hard it like it was on you to get where you're at right now. But I feel like this chapter of this job that you're in currently is over and it's time to move forward. And they don't want you to listen to this little devil that's on your shoulder. That's just fear talking to you, trying to keep you stuck instead of moving forward. They want you to overcome that fear and know that you should be radiant and confident in your pursuits. Yeah, they want to break you out of that Three of Swords energy, that heartbreak energy. Because these are like polar opposites right here. You're in this right now, but they want you to become confident. They want you to get your glow back. They want you to do something that you love. Because right now, I just feel like the job that you're at is beating you down and it's not something that you're supposed to be in. Okay, so it is up to you completely, though, on what you decide to do. You have free will. And I know it seems scary at first, but just remember, keep in mind, like Snow White, she was scared when she ran into the forest, but then she found out that all those scary creatures were actually animal friends helping her along the way. Those are your guides trying to push you in that direction. Again, I'm picking up on Hansel and Gretel. The job at first seemed like a great job for you. And it possibly was. It taught you a lot of things, but ultimately, like, the deeper you got into the job, you realized that, hey, it's not always so great. You know, there's a witch inside that house. And she literally was trying to eat them. So it's kind of like your employers are literally like putting negative energy towards you, kind of deal. So you need to break free from that and see what else is out there. Where that's where Dorothy comes in. Chaos, the tornado, moving, literally picking up her house and moving her to Oz, you know. And I know in the end it was just a dream. However, maybe that is metaphorical in itself because maybe you should be living out your dreams. And I feel like where you're at right now is not your dream. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, okay. So we have Capricorn, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Leo, Pisces, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Sagittarius, Cancer, Aries, Scorpio, Pisces, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. Those are the main signs. I'm pretty sure I just named all the signs. But yeah. Oh, let's get your focus messages out first. Okay. Focus messages for this reading, please, Spirit. Focus messages for this reading. Make sure you think of 2 questions. Pause the video if you need more time. Label them 1 and 2. The order that they pop out is the order that the answers will be received. Focus messages for this reading for Aquarius, please, Spirit. Reignite that spark, yeah. Like I said, the Beauty and the Beast. Stop and think. That's the Snow Queen. That's that reflection. Okay. Okay, so we have date night could be important. I kind of feel like with date night, it kind of makes me feel like getting out away from the norm and like just having fun and basically like reigniting that spark. Feeling that happiness, like return to your life, getting away from the stresses of life. I feel like that's going to be significant for you. It doesn't have to technically be like a romantic date. It could just be like a night out with friends or even with your just by yourself. Just getting out, having fun, and thinking about the possibilities on where you can move your life like towards, you know. We have 888 balance, everything is falling into place. Venus sign, you could be a Venus sign Aquarius. We have cleanse yourself. They want you to cleanse yourself. You can use frankincense, Palo Santo, salt baths, sage, of course. You could also go out into nature and ground yourself with a tree. You can ask the tree to cleanse your aura. We have November could be important. That is Scorpio and Sagittarius. New love. If you're not connecting with someone new, this could also mean like new love, a new job, you know, something that you're gonna love. We have 444 protection. You are protected. So even though things like they seem scary right now, they want you to know that you're always protected and Spirit is not gonna like turn their back on you. You're always gonna be able to count on them to like bring forward what you need in life. We have sun signs, so you could be a sun sign Aquarius. You have a message in a bottle coming. So that's important to recognize. They're saying that this is a test. They're asking if you're going to continue to listen to this devil, or if you're actually going to step out and be radiant and be in your power. Remind you, this devil is causing this. So it's really important to put the pieces together and finding out like, hey, if I stay in this situation, I'm going to continue feeling like heartbroken and like not in the right place, like not living out my dreams. So keep that in mind. We have October is important. So that is Scorpio and Leo. Capricorn, which is January and December. 666, reflect. It's time to wake up to your higher spiritual truth. That's all about the Snow Queen that I was talking about. We have Pisces, which is February and March. Stop and think. Again, reflect. Aquarius, which is February and March. We have 111, intuition, trust your gut and listen to your heart. Father could be important. Father, there could be some kind of father wounds as well that's actually making you stick with this job. You'll know your situation better than I do, but they're saying that If not, you could have a father in your life that is encouraging you to like push forward in a new direction. They could have some helpful advice for you. We have April could be important, so that is Aries and Taurus. Let go and surrender. Let go of this job. Surrender to where your heart is making you want to go, you know. May, so that's Taurus and Gemini. You can trust them. You can trust your guides. We have Cancer, which is June and July. They want you to reignite that spark. Your new job could consist of traveling, so keep that in mind. And they want you to manifest your dreams. So we did not receive any yes or no cards. So I will be pulling from my pink deck. Think of both of your questions. If it says maybe, then that means you're not supposed to know just yet because it's still up in the air with the universe. So there's some decisions that you have to make in order for things to move forward. So keep that in mind. It just means that like things are not written in stone yet. Multiple things could be happening. Okay, so your first answer, we got a yes. That's King of Wands. Leadership, vision, mentor, boldness, powerful, and mature. I do feel right now you're feeling like being forced. You're powerless, ineffective, and weak leader, possibly even vicious. When it flipped, it was upside down when it turned over. So you could be feeling that. That doesn't have to be for all of you, but that could be for someone out there. Basically, like you're not in control and you're wanting to gain control over your life. And then we also have death. And this was also in reverse. This answer, second answer is no. Spirit is asking you for transformation, change, letting go, release, and goodbye. But like I said, it was upside down when it popped out. Codependent, avoiding change, and negative cycles. So if you don't decide to make this decision to change, it's going to keep repeating until you make that decision. Okay. So that is your career reading. Just so you know, I am an artist. I do custom designs. I'm also an illustrator. Me and my sister are putting together a book called Crystal Beast. Also, at the very end, make sure you tune in because I will be pulling names related to this reading and the love portion. Extra confirmation if this is your reading. If your name doesn't pop out, doesn't mean that it's not for you. It could just simply mean I don't have your name in the deck or someone else needed the confirmation more. But anyways, yeah. I am an illustrator. My sister is a writer. We both collabed on a series called Crystal Beast. It's about animals saving the planet. There's different realms in the book, and each book is a different realm. They each focus on a different environmental problem. The first book is about the Amazon rainforest, and there's a big fire. So Arrow, the jaguar cub, he is the first of the Crystal Beast, and he has to put out the fire. So, but in order to do that, he has to find his crystal, transform it into his beast, and then, yeah, he puts it out. And then goes to the next realm and continues. But it is a children's book, so if you're interested, check that out. I also do markets where I make, I have like tote bags, and I have the books, obviously. I also have an Etsy shop where I make products. I design the artwork, and then I go through a company for them to design the product. There's tote bags, t-shirts, let's see, bedding, cups, even bags and purses and things of that nature. But yeah. And then I also do keychains as well. I also make crocheted animals as well. Those, you can adopt them. They are my Crystal Beast Jungle Baby collection. And those are all handmade by me. They come with adoption papers. And then when you order through Moonlight Studios, then 15% of proceeds all go back to the animals and the rainforest. And when you purchase the jungle babies, the jungle baby that you adopt, actually the 15% goes back to that specific animal. And then I also have another collection that I am currently creating as well. That one is called Jungle Buddies. And these are actually backpacks. He's a bat. But these are actually like bags. The head pops off and then you open it. There's going to be different animals, obviously. And then inside is the bag portion. And then like it's Galaxy liner on the inside to go with my theme, to go with my brand. But yeah, we have those. I am still working on him, so he's not up for sale just yet. He will be a little more expensive. Well, a lot more expensive compared to my jungle babies. But yeah, I have these. I have to work on his wings, feet, tail, and then he'll be done. But yep, I have those. And then these are my books that I have out so far. I am working on number 2. Number 2 is going to be about Atlantis. This one is the Amazon rainforest. This is Arrow, my jaguar cub. He's the one that awakens all the beasts. But yeah. Yeah. And then at the end of each book, we do include facts about the jungle. It is a learning experience for the children as well, along with fantasy, spirituality, things like that. With my coloring book, they can like do this book belongs to, and then this has, so we have activities. This is like puppets and stuff, and on the back there's nothing, so they can cut them out, put them on popsicle sticks, and actually like have little jungle puppets. But yeah, a whole bunch of different things. This is J is for Jaguar, so this is his family, Arrow's family. Arrow, Mira, Chase, and Milo. And then on the back of each of these animal coloring pages is the information about them. So I include information, that way the kids can learn about the animals that are in the Amazon rainforest. But yeah. So if you are interested in that, make sure to check that out. I'm also an animator as well. I do plan to turn this into a cartoon and or movie later on. There are 12 books, 12 main books for the series. I will be doing about 36 books total though, at least. Each book is going to have its own coloring book, and then I'm also making a baby book that's going to be like baby rhymes to read for little babies and stuff. But yeah, so make sure to check that out. All the information's on my description box below. So yeah, but let's go ahead and move into your love portion of the reading. Spirit, can you please connect me with Aquarius's love portion of the reading? What is happening in their love life? November 2025, going towards the end of the year. We have Emerald City, Alice in Wonderland. This is a lot about exploring. The Dark Spell. I heard breaking free from something. Puss in Boots. Yeah, a lot about exploring. I do want to read the dark spell more. Let's see. This is 13. Okay, first, you must be very careful whom you give your trust to these days. People are not that much well-intentioned around you right now. Second, you must accept the fact that you're entering into some unpleasant moment where everything will seem to go the wrong way. No curse here, though. Just a few obstacles that need to be shut down. Gather your strength and reason and make your way through the fog. Okay. Yeah, a lot about exploring, a lot about like overcoming obstacles along your way, along your path. Emerald City. I'm going to read that one too. Like, things are not what they seem. It's kind of like once Dorothy got to the wizard. He seemed like this old powerful wizard, but there was like some human like just controlling, like doing special effects or something. I know that's how it is on Wicked. Um so it's like things are not what it seems. Okay. The road was long and sometimes perilous, but look at yourself now. You have reached your goal. You have made your way to your Emerald City. This time should be one of celebration and reward. You ought to be proud of what you've done. You should rest a little and congratulate yourself. The adventure will go on for sure, but for now enjoy your achievements, for they are truly amazing. Yeah, so honestly, you might have in the past have already like gone through a lot of obstacles in your life, and it's like you're finally reaching that goal that you've set out for. You feel like accomplished, you've achieved a lot, you've grown a lot from all your lessons that you've encountered. They're showing me Alice when she like shrunk down low and when she grew real big. It's like a lot of lows and ups and downs. I do see that you don't like allow things to control you anymore. Because I feel with this rabbit that's underneath, it's right here looking for Alice. He's all about like time constraint and everything, and I feel like you're finally breaking free of that. You're no longer in his sight for him to control you. Like you've overcome that. Let's see what pops up for the tarot. Puss in Boots is all about achieving things, being a warrior. Overcoming challenges. Also getting like you finally got to where you need to be. Yeah, this is a lot about like past experience, nostalgia, what you've been through in the past. It does look like you're walking away from any conflict that didn't serve you well. You finally gained the power to walk away, and now your life is changing in a different direction. You feel like you're more accomplished on where you're at right now. You do have wounds, and okay, yeah, that makes sense. You do have wounds, and you're afraid they're going to repeat. That's why they landed in this, underneath this card with the dark spell. You're worried that the past is going to continue. You're worried that's going to happen again. This is a new love, a new situation though. Wow. This is a wish fulfillment. This is wishes coming true. They want you to keep that in mind. This is wishes coming true. This is what you've been dreaming of. Seven of Cups. You've gone through a lot of like, you might have had a lot of experiences with dating and stuff. Trying to find out like what was right for you, what wasn't right for you. You try to use your intuition as much as possible. You have had to heal from a lot of experiences, which has actually made your intuition a lot stronger, because it's like now you know who you can trust, and now you know like when to walk away if there's red flags. We have Page of Pentacles. Yeah, what's coming towards you right now looks something that's very stable, something that can actually turn into something. Page of Swords. I feel you're reflecting. You're reflecting on everything that's happened on in your past, and I think you're realizing that you might have some trauma from your past. You're realizing like what situations have done to you mentally. You're having a realization on like all the lessons that you've learned from these people too. Also, they're saying you're realizing that it wasn't supposed to last, and there is a reason for it. You're supposed to learn something from these people. The Hermit, yeah, going within, dealing with that shadow side, what you've learned, how it's like affected you and everything. You've been working hard. At first you felt like you couldn't get through this. I feel like at first you felt like you can't get through this. Like you didn't know where to go. You felt like lost and betrayed in a way. You felt like you were never going to find the person for you. And I feel like you fought against these battles. You fought with these thoughts that you had, and you worked on yourself. You worked on yourself a lot, and that's gotten you to where you want to be now. That's gotten you to this new love and this wish fulfillment of yours. Yeah, there was a lot of heartbreak in the past. Definitely a lot of heartbreak, a lot of depression, a lot of things that didn't go your way. But look, we have the World. We have the World. They want you to put an end to all of this, like thinking of the past. They want you to stop allowing these thoughts to take control of your mind and trying to affect what's coming in for you. This can already be here for you, or it's coming in shortly. Okay, there is multiple Aquariuses, so not everyone is going to be on the same timeline. It depends on the work that you've done. You might already be experiencing this new person if you've done the work. So that is confirmation for you, for those of you who have done the work. This is confirmation that, hey, look, the universe sees you. They see all the work that you're putting into it, and they're granting you this wish. I feel like these thoughts come and go sometimes. I feel like you might have moments where they're really strong, and then moments that like they're not there at all. Okay, those thoughts and everything that's happened in the past. They want you to make sure you put an end to those thoughts. Four of Cups. Okay. So there is something very important. Okay. So there is a huge thing when it comes to soulmates and karmics and all that kind of stuff. The reason why we choose karmics. Okay. This is big spill. When we choose karmics, it's normally because we have a lesson that we need to learn. Okay. With that lesson, there's a lot of drama, a lot of things happening, like up and down energy, roller coaster energy. Okay. Now, when we're actually with a soulmate, that's normally you see peace, you see tranquility, you see just calmness. And a lot of the times when you're so used to this hectic energy of the karmic, once you get into a soulmate relationship, it seems boring. Because like you're not having to stress and deal with like, oh, what's going to happen. So it seems a little boring. in a way. And that's where sometimes your mind can actually take control, and you're like, well, what if they are actually doing this behind my back and I don't see it? And then that your mind starts rolling with this idea even though it's not happening. Okay, so just be very cautious on that information right there. Love is supposed to feel like at peace. It's not supposed to be chaotic and, high highs and low lows. It's just supposed to be love, So if you're just feeling love, you're that's a good position to be in. You don't want to feel those high highs and low lows, even though they can be kind of exciting, I guess, in a way. That's your trauma talking. Um, that's not how love is supposed to feel. Okay. So people have to like break out of that mindset on, oh, are they bored of me? Oh, are they doing stuff behind my back that I don't see? Is that why is this so calm? What is wrong? Like there must be something I don't see. So just be cautious on that mindset. They're wanting you to calm that mindset and work on your healing. Yeah. So that went upside down. You might feel like there's a third party involved or something. There's not. That's just part of your mindset. That you might have been cheated on in the past. I feel like that's where that mindset is coming from. See, lovers. They're wanting to, you're wanting to know if there's someone else that's involved, and you're just like not seeing it. You might be having like some kind of traumatic trauma built up, and you're just thinking, your mind is just going wild about that. There's none. This is somebody that you can trust. This is a lover of yours. But again, so this is a lot of mindset energy. This is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. This is all about like air energy, mind energy, logic thinking. So yeah, I do feel like this is what you need to be working on. There is somebody new that's coming in, but considering you've had a lot of heartbreak in the past, you have worked on yourself. That's why this new person is coming in. Just be careful, because this energy with this boredom and like wondering if there is somebody else, that's just trauma being reflected from your past, and that is trying to mess with your mind. So just be cautious on that. And enjoy it. They want you to enjoy this new person. They don't want you to go back to this. In a way, this is a lesson for you too. Because even with like just soulmates, not karmics, but soulmates, there's a lesson in that in general, because it's like, okay, now after dealing with the karmics, can you trust a regular soulmate? And this is your test to see if you can actually like heal that trauma that you've happened to have in the past and actually trust this new soulmate. So this is a love situation, love energy. They want you to have fun. They want you to enjoy it. They don't want you to be in this logical mindset, because I feel like the logical mindset is a little warped about the past. So yes. For the signs that you could be dealing with: Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, Virgo, Pisces, Aquarius, Capricorn, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, Aquarius. These are the main signs that I'm seeing. So you could be dealing with any signs, but these are the main signs that I'm seeing in this. You could have these signs in your chart big time. Obviously you have Aquarius, but these other signs could be within your birth chart as well. So just keep that in mind. We are going to pull from my focus deck. So think of a yes and no question. Two of them, 2 questions. Label them 1 and 2. That way they will be answered in the order that they are received. Okay, Spirit. Unfinished business, yeah. That's from your past. That's why you're having these thoughts. You haven't fully let, see that breakthrough? You haven't fully let the past completely go. It's still in your energy. You may actually need to do a cord cutting, which I will put on the screen. This cord cutting can actually help like release the stuff from the past. That way you no longer have to have it in your energy. So, okay. Cord cuttings are really helpful, especially when dealing with something that has been very traumatic in your life. So just keep that in mind. We have Aquarius. You are Aquarius, obviously. That is February and March. We have 222 alignment. You are in the right place at the right time. They want you to go into nature. Go hug a tree. Spend some time grounding yourself. So they're saying that anytime like you have these thoughts, like these thoughts creep back in, go outside and just enjoy nature and like meditate. You could just sit there in silence, listen to the nature sounds coming in. You know, you could even do that at home. Turn on some YouTube music, some nature sounds, and you can meditate that way as well. We do have a breakthrough. Unfinished business. You know, there is information. I did say that there's information coming in about the past that you are realizing now. This could be that breakthrough that could be helping with a breakthrough of the unfinished business. Again, cord cutting could really help you right now. We have December, which is, let's see, Sagittarius and Capricorn. You could be dealing with the Libra. That is September and October. New love is coming in, like I said. 444 protection. You are protected at this time. 555 change. Something new is coming in. 111 intuition. Trust your gut and listen to your heart. Leo could be significant. That is August and let's see, July. You could be a rising sign. Aquarius. They want you to reignite that spark. Be able to trust and bring in this love if you haven't already. They want you to keep believing in love and not allow these people from the past to like continue to have a hold on you. You could be a sun sign, Aquarius. We have they are not coming back correct. Somebody might be trying to come back in from the past and they are not coming back correct. It's going to be a repeated cycle. So just keep that in mind. We have Aries you could be dealing with. That's March and April. Sister can be important. We have Scorpio could be important. Could be dealing with a Scorpio. That is October and November. Things are changing. So Scorpio is all about like the death card. That's that change, that tornado that I was talking about, that chaos energy, which it seems all bad at first, but it's actually really good because it's creating that change that you need to for it to happen. This change could have actually started taking place in Scorpio season. We also have Sagittarius going to be important. That is November and December. Something was supposed to be short term, not long term. And then we have August, which is Leo and Virgo. So again, we didn't get any yes or no questions. Okay. Or answers. We are going to pull from my kink deck and see what they have to say. If it shows up as maybe, it means that it's not set in stone right now. Energy is always changing. And it really depends on you, the person that you're dealing with, or the situation that you're dealing with. So even though it could be like a yes this week, it could be a no by next week, you know? Just depends on the decisions that you make in life. energy is always changing. So let's see. Could pop out as maybe. If it's maybe, then it's just not written in stone yet. Answer to the first question, Spirit. Answer to the first question, Spirit. Oh, okay. We got 1 and 2. Okay, so 1, we have the High Priestess. It's maybe. It did land upside down. Secrets, confusion, blocked intuition, hidden motives. So something's hidden right now. Right side up, it's intuition, spirituality, subconscious, higher power. And then for question number 2, we have Queen of Pentacles, nurturing, comforting, sensible, and luxurious. And the answer is yes for that. So the first answer is maybe, the second answer is yes. Okay. Okay, Spirit, names for this reading, please. The career and the love portion of this reading, either or. This could be your name, their name, middle name, last name, sister's name, anyone's name that's involved in the situation. If you would like your name added, you can join my Patreon. It's $10 a month for a monthly subscription. For a membership, you can cancel at any time. Your name will not be taken away from this deck once it's put in. With each additional month that you are a member, you get to add another name. So keep that in mind. When you do join, you will send an email to my email, Moonlight Studios 2024 @gmail.com. And in that email, I would like you to put your name and then the astrological sign that you are. And I will be reading for your sign on that channel. Since it's still brand new, there's no one that's in that yet. So that means all that energy for that reading will go strictly to you, because those readings are only for my Patreon members. So it's kind of like you're getting free readings anytime I do your sign or bonus readings. So I also do pendulum readings, pendulum questions. I also do charmed intuition as well. And then you get a discount to my personal readings as well. So, okay. So we have Hazel, Joseph, Robert, Michelle, Jason, Jessica, Amy, Aiden, Ashley, Alex, Leanna, Nick, Crystal, Rachel, Daniel, Henry, Zach, Mia or Maya, Xana, Scott, Jack, Amelia, Jamie, John, Arizbe, Brent, Heather, Ralphie, Tiffany, James. I also heard Jamie. We have Destiny, Noah, and then Chloe. So Aquarius, I hope that this helped you, and I'm wishing you a very happy Thanksgiving week. I am also wishing you much love and many blessings, and I hope to read for you again soon. Please make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below if this reading resonated. I would love to hear your story. If you don't want to share, that's fine too. Just leave an emoji on the comments below, and that helps me know that it resonated with you. And yeah, so I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope to read for you again soon. Goodbye.